Hello. Let's try to do a simple lab STP spanning tree protocol. STP. So STP it's a protocol that runs on layer on switch devices. That protocol it is used to prevent loops on a switched network. So the redundant links on a switched network, they are always blocked by STP a protocol. So here we have switches. Let me start with 2 and I pick the cables. We expect where the redundant links or redundant links are STP to come in, choop, pray, and then blocks the redundant link. So I'll actually again pick other, maybe one switch. Yes, yeah. So as you can see that here we have a link that is blocked. Is blocked. So generally that it's STP and is doing that to prevent loops from being sent onto this link, because once this switch receives BPDU using this active, and if in case let's say this one here, this other one is not blocked, then the ones that have used this fast Ethernet 0, 1, this switch it will receive them and then forward them out using this other port. That loop, then automatically that redundant link it has to be blocked. It has to be blocked. So I'm going to go ahead. And then complete this connection. We give it a 3 here. This was a 2, I think. H2, a 2, like this. And then on top of that, I will actually highlight this and then have it side. Now this has 8. Then 10. Okay, so when you look at this, so this there is a link that is blocked. There is a link that is blocked. So here I'm going to go ahead and then start playing around with the priority, because in the previous sessions, I think we looked at how to change It was about okay, from spanning tree then so STP then to rapid, but here we can play around with the switch, because as you can see right now here is the bridge root, the root bridge, and then this is the backup, and then this is other switch that has port blocked. Okay, so I'll just start by verifying which one is the root bridge. Command enable, then show spanning tree. So if I run that command automatically, I'll just come here. This is the information for this switch, and then the information here is for the root bridge. But now, since the statement says that this is the root bridge, this bridge is the root bridge, then it means it's a root, then it means it's a root bridge. So for us manipulate that, maybe this to become a root bridge, I'll just access it, then go to, then enable, configure terminal, and then VLANs. Sorry, not VLANs, but I'll run the command spanning tree, then VLAN, done, 1, then priority. Now the priority here is the range, that it ranges from 0 to 61,440, but with the increments of 4,096. So if I try to type any figure, it won't accept, but they will give us the they'll give us the range, the exact specific figures to use. So the first one, we have a 0 here, then we can have 4,000, 4,000, 8,000, 12,000, like that. So I will use the figure below the default. This is the default. So I will use the figure below the default, which is this. So it is 2H, then 67, then press enter. So if I do that, then automatically now this one here, because this and this, they do have the default. They do have the default priority. So with that, then I will be able to, or I will have manipulated or altered the priority value. So here it's trying to synchronize, and it has synchronized. So this is the root bridge, or it's this bridge, it's the root, and then this is the backup second command. So I can again, you play around with this. So to manipulate all this, all you need to do is to, so any switch with less priority value compared to the rest of the switches, then automatically it's going to check over as the root bridge. So I will try out again what you call the VLAN STP. So with VLAN STP, all I need to do is to first configure the VLANs. I will use 2, not to complicate things. VLAN 10, then name. I'll use IT, and then alter this VLAN 20, then HR, like that. So still now, if I don't have the ports, I need to assign the ports. Otherwise, the ports are still in VLAN 1. And if I do that, still I have to trunk the ports in between. Yep. Yeah, I have to trunk the ports in between. By the way, even if I don't assign the VLAN, I think it can work. Let me just see what I can do. Just to ease the work of the VLAN, creation of VLANs, I'll just um, I'll use a notepad aside so that I can type my commands there. So here is the notepad, so it will be VLAN. So far we have VLAN 10, and then we use this exclamation mark for new line, then name. So name we have IT, and then still I will use this exclamation mark, copy this and then manipulate all this, put 20, and then use this as HR. So with this, I will just copy and keep populating onto all the switches. I think I started with which this, where we have the VM. Now I will come here and then try to go to configuration mode, and then I will paste. So as you can see, I'm successful to save time. And then even this other one, I will do the same, enable, then configure terminal, and then paste. So to ease even the other side, I will do the same so that they are already there, because I need to also try this out. To use it, I will use it. So let me just populate all these once. Okay. First to even to trunk, you know how I'll do that, no big deal. Okay, so enable, then configure terminal, and lastly then enable, configure terminal. So all my switches, they are populated with the VLAN. So right now, if you run the command show spanning tree, or show spanning tree, it's not going to show us those VLANs. It's not going to show us those VLANs, because when you look at these two ports, they are still under access. So I need to move them, because this is 2, this is 1, yeah, 1. So here it's 2, this is a 3. So on this, I will just call the interface, configure interface, interface first 0 /1. I think I can use range to save time. Range, comma, then 0 2. Oh, this I don't need to go all that, because these ones are just it's a range of ports. See, they are contiguous. So to 2, and then I will say switch port mode, then trunk. So I will just copy this trunk so that I keep chink, copy. Okay, so there the 2 are there. So when it comes to this, it's a 3 and a 2. It's a 3 and a 2. So I will use interface, then range from 0. Then I still have my command and then I will do the same on this. It's interface, then range, it's 1 and then a 3. Interface range F 0 1 and then F 0 3. Okay, use this. Okay, so right now I think if I run the command, it should be able to see different instances to see those VLANs under STP. So let me try it out and see show spanning tree. Yeah, it has come finally. So we have VLAN 1, the default, as you can see, that this is, I think, and then we have VLAN, 10, it is here. You see, the ports remain the same, 1 and 2. 1 and then a 2. And then we have VLAN 20. As you can see that this is this. But when you look around here, that this is a 28. Let me see for VLAN. So spanning this is what? Okay. That when you look at this for VLAN 1, the bridge ID priority, it is 32. For VLAN 1, VLAN 1, 32, then this. For VLAN 20, it's this. 32, then 1. And then we have this. So on this, all of this. But when you look at this, all these, I'm seeing it here. Okay, I think I need to clarify on this. For VLAN 1, it's root bridge. It's this switch here. And as you can see, it has 28,000 as the priority, meaning that it's this switch, it's this one here. Because even when you look at this so far, what we have is that you cannot see the blocked port physically, meaning that port roles, they are distributed. Ideally, all the port roles minus changing the priority value supposed to be the same. But because we altered this, and at the time when we were altering this switch, we did the change to B. After doing the changes, it became a root bridge, and we used VLAN 1. But now, these other VLANs where we've not changed, because here it is actually still indicating that it's this switch when it comes to VLAN 10. That VLAN 10 here, the priority, so the root bridge, is this. But for VLAN 1, the root bridge is this one here. I don't know whether it makes sense, but when you look around here, here, VLAN 10, as you can see, that this is the root bridge, and even when it comes to this, it's a root bridge. When we're actually running the statement, it is here. We ran this statement here. Where is it? Yes, it is here. So automatically this switch, it became the root bridge, and we used VLAN 1. We used VLAN 1. So now I'm going to, now that we can actually check here, that if I check here, you find that the two VLANs, here, 10, 20, they are still seeing this as, this as the root bridge. Let me do it. Show spanning tree. So VLAN 10, this one here, this is the root bridge, as you can see. This is the root bridge, and it's the same as this. But when it comes to this one here, it is still seeing the root bridge. It's this one, and you see that this information is the same as the next information, which is this. This is BA25, and even this is BA25. 25. So the BA25, it's this one here. And BA25, you find it, it's here. When you look at this, that it's a root BA25. So in other words, that this is a VLAN 10. For VLAN 10, let me try to have it documented. That in this VLAN 10, VLAN 1 for VLAN 1, this switch is the root bridge. The root bridge. Then when it comes to this switch here, VLAN 10, then VLAN 20, this switch here, it is, this switch here, yeah, now here it makes sense. That for this switch here, VLAN 10 and VLAN 20, this switch, it's a root bridge for VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. Then this switch, it's a root bridge for VLAN 10. So I want to distribute, and then maybe 10 to be there on this, so that we distribute, and then this one here becomes this on this. This one here, like this. So there I will have distributed. I will have distributed the role of the switch. That here, VLAN switch 5, it's a root bridge. It's a root bridge for VLAN 10. And then this, it's a root bridge for VLAN 1, and then this, it's a root bridge for VLAN 20. And how we're going to do that in global configuration mode, I will exit and then try to run this command, spanning tree, then the VLAN, now it will be VLAN 20, VLAN 20, and then priority. Priority. So if I put priority on this, I'll just use I'll use okay, I'll use the same this. Uh, 28, the 8, then 6, 7, 6, 7, then 2. Press enter. So if I press enter and then try to show spanning tree, that VLAN 20, as you can see, this is the root bridge. For VLAN 10 and VLAN 1, they are not. So equal, this is what we have as of now. Then we can close and then try to access this other switch here on what I'm going to do, by the way, on this, to make these trunks, and then I'll use let me use this other method that I can actually force this by words, use of words, by using words instead of figure priority as priority value. So I'll access privilege, then global configuration mode, and then run the command spanning tree protocol, then VLAN. I'll use LAN. Okay, even if I use 1, then use the watch. I'll use okay. So we have the root. So after that, instead of priority, I'll use the root. Okay, the root. So after the root, we have primary or secondary. So if it's state primary, then automatically this is going to be the root. It will be the root bridge, and I can go ahead and set this as the backup. Then spanning tree, then VLAN 1, then root. Oh, sorry, VLAN 1, then root. The root I will use secondary. So if I use secondary here, which show spanning, I want to see the priority value that is assigned on this. So this bridge, as you can see, it is less by this. When you look at this, it is less. And it's the actual figure before the default. Then how about this, which is the root bridge? Let me try to check and see. Show spanning tree. Now with this one here, as you can see, it is the root bridge. It's a root bridge, and of course there are two figures. Actually, one is 27, 28. So the backup, of course, it is one figure before the default, and then the primary, it's two figures below or before the default priority value. So that is what I wanted us to try out. You can also try it out and see whether you will get it right or not. Thank you.